Oh, good evening. So, tonight I am going to speak about a really interesting topic. I hope my ambience doesn't scare you because I have just lit a candle and because it's rather dark in this room. And the best time for me to record is at night. I'm a night person, I love the night. It's silent. I just seem to relax a lot more at night. So it's almost like during the night I switch on. Anyway, I'm starting to waffle on and the video content haven't even started. So today I want to make a video because I received a beautiful message from a very beautiful lady, and it was a suggestion that I upload a video to do with empaths and how to protect your energy, how to protect yourself from feeling drained being an empath. Now, this may be completely foreign words to you. You may probably not have known you're an empath. Tonight you may have known, or you may come to terms that you could be an empath, but I will try my best to explain and be clear and try to stay within my time limit. Okay, so firstly, what is an empath? An empath is someone that feels deep, someone who is extremely sensitive to people's feelings, someone who feels people's emotions. Okay, empaths could even be classed as HSP, meaning the highly sensitive person, or human superpowers. So if you're in a situation where you're out with your friends, or you go into a room and you see someone's really upset, you feel their pain on a deeper capacity, almost as if you are going through it. That's being empathic, but also being an empath. Okay, you seem to attract a lot of openness. You're very open, and you seem to attract a lot of people who come to you and speak to you about their problems. Empaths has a tendency to have anxiety and also to suffer with depression. Okay, so if you are an empath, you may suffer with anxiety or depression. Also, people being very sensitive to other people and always feeling very, tired and drained, and also people that struggle to switch off with their emotions. Things bother them, things hurt them on a deeper scale. They are usually likely to have issues with the lower part of the body. So from any part below the navel down to your joints, to your knees, to your ankles, because that is usually where the issue starts. So it's all to do with gut. So remember, when you're a feeling type of person, you're working with your gut, your emotions. When you have that I feel usually comes from the gut instinct. Okay, and it's usually there that you're probably more prone to having issues with your lower back and issues with anything in your tummy right down. So that's a description of empath. Now, do you ever feel that you go in a environment and there are people, or you just feel drained, whether you go shopping and the environment just drains you, you can't stand being around people for too long, or you just struggle with the energy. Let's make a better example, okay? It's Auntie Rosie from over the road. Auntie Rosie has come to download all her weekly information. What's happened with her mother-in-law, what's happened with her husband, what's the children getting up to, what's the neighbors doing, and all of a sudden, you're starting to feel like Rosie drains you. Something about Rosie that's extremely draining. So Rosie goes, bye-bye, au revoir, and you are sat with all Rosie's muckiness when Rosie goes off doing her shopping spree on a high. So she's basically exchanged energy. So what happens is your light beacon is open, because empathic people are open. They're very heart-based. They feel with their heart, they think with their heart, everything's with their heart, which means the antenna is always open and available. Okay, she comes and she sucks from your energy, leaving you going just drained, because you've just given her a lot of your energy. Okay, so you've had an energy exchange. And what happens with these people is everything is about them. So people who usually has a tendency to suck your energy, it's always about them. Okay, or they type of people that will want to know the bad things of your life, or what is always going wrong. They are likely to drain you. These people are toxic people. They can come in forms of friends, colleagues, and family. So what you need to do is have a filter, and to filter these people out. Get these people out of your life if you can't have or protect your energy. Okay, so now let's just move on quickly to how do you protect your energy? How do you not feel drained, not feel exhausted, not feel like you have no control? Because yes, you are likely to suffer. You're likely to become anxious because you would think of, why did you do this? Why are you feeling like this? Why couldn't you say something? You may have all these thoughts going through your mind. So the best thing, or let me tell you, as an empath and also as an assertive coach. So I'm an assertiveness coach, and I teach people about boundaries. That's right, you heard, boundaries. Okay, this is the next step to protect your energy. I'm going to ask you, what are your boundaries? Think about it. Actually, let me rephrase. Sorry, I just had a cheeky sip of tea there and I just realized I did that. Let me rephrase that. Do you know what boundaries actually stands for, and actually what does boundaries mean? Let me inform you. Boundaries is a tool of self-care that holds your power. That's what boundaries is. It's a tool of self-care that holds your power. Now, if I'm talking gibberish or gibberish, whatever the saying goes or is, okay, let me try to make this lighter, what a boundary is. If anyone does anything to you, whether it's a mental, emotional, or physical act that doesn't feel good to your heart, body, mind, or soul, they have crossed your boundaries. So if someone's punched you, slapped you, swore at you, abused you, verbally attacked you, stepped into your space, woken you up, and you are not comfortable, that means your boundaries has just been crossed. But do you have boundaries in place? Okay, so have a look at your boundaries. I'm not going to go into this too long because this is a topic for a next video, all to do with boundaries. The next thing we're going to look at is, are you a people pleaser? Do you people please? What is being a people pleaser? A people pleaser is putting the needs of others in front of yours. Do you constantly go out of your way to please other people, to make other people happy, where you're holding the sun back, when the sun is not shining for you? So you'll put yourself under a cloud and let those people stand in the sun. Okay, it's putting other people's needs in front of your own needs. We mustn't do that. We really mustn't do that. It's a very difficult program, and I understand it's difficult because it's a program we kind of programmed with as children to always be people pleasers. Okay, and as you become older, you can retrain your brain and you can try to install new programs, and it's possible. Your brain is an extremely powerful organ. Your brain is really powerful. So retrain your brain to understand new programmings. We will speak about that also later, the brain stuff. Anyway, so going on, the next thing I want to ask you is all to do with, can you say no? How good are you at saying no to people? Can you practice the art of saying no? No, no, no. When someone calls you and asks you and says to you, I want to go out tonight and I don't want to go out alone, can you please go out with me? Don't say yes when you want to say no. When someone is messaging you, don't feel that you need to message back immediately or it's important. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. You need to remember, protecting your energy is a form of self-care, and a form of self-care is having healthy boundaries. Otherwise, people will get high of your supply. Oh, I like that. Let's get high of your supply. Okay, so you need to make sure that you have healthy boundaries in place. Okay, and this will really change your life, because if you can say no, and if you don't need to people please people anymore, you have total freedom and you will feel it's very, very empowering. Saying no, it's an empowering word. If you're not feeling something and you don't want to do something, say no. It's very, very empowering. Okay, next thing is to block and distract. Okay, the best thing we can do is to block and distract. If we are out in the park and there comes Megan or Auntie Carol or someone, let's say someone's name, to talk to us, and we stay there, and in a few minutes this conversation takes a corner and she starts pulling out all the problems and all the issues. Don't gauge. And the reason why I'm saying don't gauge is because you're already an open channel. And this is why people are drawn to you. They are drawn to come and speak to you about their problems, leaving you completely depleted and completely weak and out of your power. Remember, it's all to do with your power and your energy. So you're an open vessel anyway. So what you need to do is try to block and distract. Let your brain or your mind or your just make you, just allow your head to go somewhere else. Think about things that you need to do. Think about your kids. Show them, because people can energetically read when you are following or you're really into it. Now, remember, it's always about that person, okay? So don't worry what that person is going to feel, because as a feeler type of person or an empath type of person that you are, you're always worried how people is going to perceive you if you say no, or you take a stand, or you become assertive. Because remember, people will abuse your niceness. So you are afraid if people will misunderstand you or become offended. So it's time for you to really put up that barrier, to take care of your needs, your boundaries, and yourself. So by protecting yourself, distract your mind. You're not ready. You didn't want to go. They didn't come to you and ask, hey, do you have time? I've got an issue to talk to you about. They didn't check if it's a relevant time or space. So just try to block and distract if you can. If you have not conquered the art of saying no, block and distract. Okay, because we can go into this people pleasing and we can stay here a very, very long time. So those are the three main things I'd like to share with you to protect yourself from being drained, especially if you're working with people. And no one really taught me this. I had to implement my own tools, and I've had to learn, and I've had to do things myself. So the first thing is really look at your boundaries. Secondly, ask yourself, do I people please? Be honest, because you're not going to fool anyone else. Be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, do you go out your way to please other people, to you put other people's needs ahead of yours, then can you actually perfect the art of saying no? Or can you try to practice to say no? Okay, the next one is just to cut off, protect yourself and cut off, distract, put a block there. So when you're talking, they think you're listening, your head is just going elsewhere right now. This is the only way in emergency that you can probably get out of this, okay? Sometimes we need to put a drama filter on for people, and sometimes we blatantly just need to remove toxic people from our lives. Because toxic people hold us back. They don't want to see us pass. They don't want to see us win. They don't want to congratulate us. Toxic people are not good for you. They're not good for you. They're not good for your house. They leave an energy there. They're just not good. You need to remove toxic people from your life, okay? You cannot help someone who's not ready to be helped, who's not in that frame of mind yet. So to strive for now, to know that this person is on their path. Okay, so I have done a lot of speaking about this, and I don't think I have a lot of time. So next, what I'd like to say, you have removed yourself from, the situation, and you want to really ground your energy. What is the best thing for you to do to ground your energy? I hope this music is not too loud, because someone will just get back to me and say your music's way too loud for your videos. Although I can't do anything without music. Okay, anyway, so the best thing to do to help clear your energy and to ground your energy, if someone's left, you're coming home and you're feeling like someone's really drained you, the best thing for you to do is do some incense sticks. Oh God, I just touched the incense and burnt my fingers. I use incense cones. You can also use Palo santo, those sticks, Palo santo sticks. You can use white sage. Another thing I use, and my clients who are watching probably know the spray, because I spray their bodies, I spray everything, I cleanse everything. So it's this white sage cleansing spray. You can use this. It clears the energy, it clears the room, it just gives it a fresher feel, and it just feels good, and it smells good. Or you can take a little bath and have like a half a cup of salt and half a cup of bicarb soda, mix it, immerse yourself, pull the plug out, and let the water stack off of you completely, okay? That's one thing. To regain balance and momentum, you can also go to the sea, because that is the universal energy point, and we all do like the sea to wash away our problems, don't we? So I hope you found this video really useful, and I hope I kept to my time frames. If you do have any topics and suggestions, please do let me know, and thank you to that beautiful lady who has sent me this topic. Thank you for your watching my videos and for your beautiful reviews I get on Gracing Lives. So thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed. Bye-bye.